Are you ready to awaken, heal, and align with your highest self? I'm Heather Len, founder of Heart Alchemy Wellness, a spiritual life coach, certified Ayurvedic nutritionist, QHHT practitioner, and 300-hour YTT yoga instructor. I've dedicated my journey to guiding others through deep transformations through shadow work and energetic healing. Through Chakra Wave Tuning and trauma-informed sound therapy, I help you unlock your inner wisdom, balance your energy, and step into your true power. Whether through one-on-one sessions or through our immersive retreats, I'm here to support your path to wholeness. Join me on this journey of self-discovery and healing. It's time to reclaim your power, awaken your heart, and step into the life you were meant to live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 10:10 on Hump Day. Did y'all have your tacos on Taco Tuesday yesterday? I didn't. I had chili. I made some chili. So today we're going to go ahead and get started. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Heather Len with Heather Len Coaching and Heart Alchemy Wellness Center. I am a business coach where I teach coaches and individuals how to start and make their first $10,000 in their online business. In fact, check out my event that I'm hosting live on Monday. It's a 5-day Action into Biz challenge to where I am challenging you, my lovelies. If you guys are tarot readers, intuitive coaches, like with me, I work specifically with trauma, and, or you are trying to scale up your MLA and you're having issues with marketing, or you just flat out don't know what you want to do, you don't have any idea. This is a good 5-day class to help you gain clarity, get a game plan together, and take profitable action steps to get you going in the right direction. All right. And then in my wellness center and the rest of my day, I actually help individuals clear energy blockages, which I absolutely love doing. I do it through different modalities. And why did I start that venture? Initially, when I left my insurance business, I just wanted to sell programs and scale to 7 figures as fast as I could climb my own little, individual box. And during the process, I had come to the realization that, yes, I am meant for great things, but it is not in that arena. It is in that arena, but it's a little bit differently that I am to help men and women during their as we're going through our coaching experiences and as they start experiencing blocks, some of the healing modalities that I offer in my wellness center, I can help individuals with. Okay, I'm certified in myofascia release, which is a fantastic massage that is designed to release the stagnation in between the muscles, which is where a lot of our trauma is stored. And I do past life regressions. I do quantum healing hypnosis sessions. And those sessions, you really have to be prepared of what to expect and allow full autonomy to the process, because if you're trying to control the process, you know, it's just not a process that we can control. It will not work, is what I have found. And yeah, that's about it. So let's get started. I'm super excited. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers on TikTok, guys, because I want to be able to create small snippets of what I'm doing, because a lot of times I do the Qigong daily because this is I'm dedicated to this. I'm dedicated to the breath work and the Qigong, because every time that I stop, oh my gosh, the energy blocks that I get, and just the stagnation, and just you know, my body sending me those red alerts, you know. Also, there are a couple programs that I have out there, Healing the Divine Within. And this is a program that is super cheap. I designed it for any individuals that are going through a spiritual awakening, or you're just having a hiccup in life and you're trying to regain balance and you know, refocus on your inner power and who your essence is. This is a great program to get you right in that direction. And guys, up until this point, I couldn't talk about any of this stuff because I was going through a bankruptcy, and all of my beautiful ideas had to be stuck way down. And I know a lot of times I clear my throat chakra, and that was a part of the reason, is because I have had to pipe my words down for 2 years, because I started on releasing the program, and I quickly realized that if I did that at that time, I would be responsible for about 7 other people's agreements that we shared together, and I was just like, nah, that's not worth it. So this is Heather speaking Heather. All right, so today we're going to use the tea leaf fortune cards. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull an astral house of where it's going to be, and our house today, and the month of the year that you shall be expecting whatever this fortune is. And before we get started, we're going to go and cleanse their cards. They were already cleansed before, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them in piles of 4, because you're going to get the top card off of each. All right. Okay. And I did a to-do list from our Make Yourself a Priority self-care in a box. These are some awesome, just self-loving cards, just to remind ourselves that, hey, we are worth it. Take time to find time for us. And our first card for today is find a quiet spot to meditate for 10 minutes. Find a spot to meditate for 10 minutes. And these are the action steps. Is this a physical, emotional, social, or mental task? And in this case, it's going to be an emotional and mental. And a note to take with you, and jot this down. You know, we're going to quiet and let's meditate for 10 minutes. So what are we going to think about? I will take care of myself by whatever you feel. I'm sorry, puppies. It's okay. It's just mama. And then I want you to journal how this made you feel at the end of it. Belly. Thank you. Hey, shh. Shh. Okay. All right. Hey. All right. Second self-care card. Might as well just make her just bark some more. Why don't you come up here and show your face instead of barking? Why don't you come up here, lazy boo? She's downstairs laying in a chair. All right, no more doing that because that upset them. Hey, shh. Okay, and read an inspiring book. And this will take care of myself by, how will this take care of you? And how did the book make you feel? Bella, enough. I'm trying not to scream because I don't like to scream and I shouldn't have to scream. And I'm inside and it kind of echoes in my in my unit. So, okay, let's dive right into these cards. All right, so let's see which house or what astral house our message is going to be in for our fortune today. It is going to be in our wealth class. Yes, booyah, working on them pentacles, baby. Yup. 5-day action into biz on Monday. All right, so I'm going to pull these down a little bit so y'all see what I'm looking at. All right, here's card 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I was told to get a month of when this is going to happen. And then I'm told to pick another card afterward and put it on the bottom. We're going to make it fun. This one, September. All right, guys. So September. Okay. So I'm just trying to get some wealth in September. Okay, so basically I was trying to get some insight on what's going on. So basically what I'm getting intuitively is that a wealth project was recently started, and it could have possibly started back in September, but it's not going to fully manifest until about September of next year, which is okay, because guys, as we're building these building blocks into our business, you have to remember, if you grow exponentially all at once, you're not going to understand of how to sustain that type of growth, because you didn't have the bumps, the hurdles, the struggles, the pain in between. Okay. So wealth in September. So next, there's going to be some fruits of your labor in September. And I can vouch for that. And also, September could have been when you started a lot of this. So it's either, and this is how it resonates for you. All right, so let's go ahead and pull these second and third cards. So I heard the top card is the identifier. Boom, boom. And then I was told to do one more of each. And then I'll read each of these. All right, there we go. Okay. So, things that we need to look forward to. Excitement. A journey, either physical or mental. Guys, I told you this journey started in September. You will receive a gift. And I believe that it is going to take full manifestation by this time next September. All right. And then the second card is get back to the basics. If you guys are trying to start a business, first thing you need to do is get down to your basics. Figure out your budget. What is the least amount of work that I have to do in order to make this work? And what I mean by that is your 9-to-5 job. How much energy, effort do I have to put there so that I could focus the remainder on my wealth, so that I can start building the basics of my own foundation and working towards my own passionate dream. Pineapple. Reconciliation. Some of you guys could be reconciling with someone, whether it is business or this is a person, okay? And I think this is with business. And I'll be honest, a lot of this, to me, reconciliation
would be with yourself, because I think a lot of times that when we have to go back to the basics, we get pissed off at ourselves because we had to go back to the basics. And let's be honest, for myself personally, you know, I was so focused on making that 7 figures, I was halfway there. You know, a couple more years, I would have been there in my insurance business. And I had to have reconciling feelings, you know, to myself. Pay attention to your finances, you know, or if you're having issues with your finances, there is a way to reconcile going back to the basics, and which I had to do. I had to go back to the basics in order to reconcile my finances. I was being held on literally like a puppet. I was someone else's puppet. I had corporate debt. I had debt between 2 exes. I had debt from my ex-husband. So why did I have to let that go? Because at the end of the day, someone else was controlling me, my actions, and my ability to create with freedom, full freedom. Let's be honest, my voice was shut off for 2 years. All right, guys, so here we go. Next one is Jug, light-hearted, carefree time. This journey is supposed to be, it is supposed to be fun. It is not supposed to be something that you put so much pressure on that you start creating more doubts and belittling beliefs within yourself. And it says, lighted, carefree time is the key to successful outcome to your problems with a stubborn and aggressive person. For me, guys, I am a coach, which means I come across a lot of energies that might not align with who I am. So I need to remind myself that being lighthearted and reminding myself that we all have light within, and that sometimes this is just a learning process. And as you guys go through your journey of whatever it is, even if this is a job and you're trying to scale up, you know, it's definitely, I love it. I mean, I love marketing because I love being able to help others magnify their light. I love building relationships because that was the biggest part and is the biggest part of my coaching business and my wellness center, is that one-on-one connection to you guys. All right. All right. So basically, it's also a reminder that during this journey, you might find times where you're cracked up or you're just dissatisfied with life, or, you know, that there are obstacles to overcome, because guys, going in, you know, business, everyone tries to feed you the shit that it's easy. I paid for my freedom of time, okay? Because that is what I'm paying for. I am paying for my time, the ability to be able to do what I want when I want. Does it take time? Heck yes. Does that mean that I do not have to work? No. Does that not mean that you guys don't see the endless hours of work that I put behind scenes? No. Is all of the things that I'm doing necessary in order to make my business successful? No. But these are the things that I have set out to accomplish. And, you know, I tend to make things a little bit more difficult being a Virgo, because I'm like, it's A, B, C, D. Okay, so you're going to need to overcome shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So don't become don't become dissatisfied during this process because of obstacles you need to overcome. be resourceful. You know, look at these as, you know, little learning, they're basically learning phases. All of these little hurdles are going to take you to that next piece of fruit. Okay, so the more that you climb, the more you're capable of grabbing those tangible fruits. Whether it is in your life with wellness, health, any of this. And any of this could, you know, pertain to your life, your personal life. But I believe that, you know, we've already figured out that.
This is why you need to experience the Holistic Healing for Veterans Retreat, a sanctuary for your mind, body, and soul. On July 12th and 13th in the heart of Loveland, Ohio, Marcus Christolite of Sacred Light and former Marine Sergeant A.J. Lardy invite you to the first ever Holistic Healing for Veterans Retreat. Picture this, 2 days dedicated to you. Dive deep into workshops on trauma healing, sound therapy, shadow work, and so much more. Imagine the tranquility of outdoor camping, the nourishment of plant-based meals, and the power of community healing. This retreat is not just another program. It's a quantum leap towards reclaiming your inner peace. Connect with experts like Heather Lynn from Heart Alchemy Wellness and the intuitive Sam. These practitioners are here to guide you through a transformative experience. Here's the best part, it's affordable. We know how crucial accessible care is. This retreat is designed with you in mind, ensuring that healing is within reach. Ready to embark on this journey? Scan the QR code on the flyer or text Marcus Christolite at 513-238-5580 to secure your spot. Healing, connection, transformation, this is your time. Join us in Loveland, Ohio, and take the first step towards reclaiming your wellness. Remember, you're not just attending a retreat, you're joining a community, a tribe of veterans ready to heal together. So are you ready to heal? We'll see you there.
All right, guys, so let's get started for the day. And I love these little tea leaf. If anyone would love a tarot reading with me, let me know. I am going to be listing that service on my Heather Lynn coaching page. And I really want to be focusing on the annual. I want to do a 12-month reading. And we could start with, you know, since we're so close to December, I will include the additional 2 months for November and December and do a 14-month reading for you. So yeah, let's get started. I'm so excited about this because had I have been talking about tarot reading and shit as an insurance agent, they would have been like, "You're fired!" Like, Trump, you're fired! Get the hell out of here with your weird shit. Ooh, I had like just done my my healing bowls, my singing bowls. Okay, so this is a message for all my ladies out there, probably including myself, and these are some affirmations that you can take with us and that we are going to use. Wow, and I love this one. And this one is Sarah LaCalle. She's the queen of the outsiders, which, you know, I'm definitely the outsider. I just talked about I've been fired. I have arrived. I am where I will always be in love. And I so love where I'm at. And I actually am taking this newfound energy because I recently had an insurance claim and I was quickly reminded that I'm right where I need to be. And that I am so glad that I got out of my obsessive concept of what wealth is. And wealth is not about what I was creating. So, Lolita, the red goddess. She is cute. She reminds me of Katniss. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. And we just had this conversation. about laughter and how laughter will bring balance back to your adventure. So that's just a good reminder for me over this next year, because it's time for me. I'm actually this month, I'm planning for 2023 for Heather Lynn Coaching and for Heart Alchemy Wellness, which, guys, they're the same. They are two. It's one of the same, pretty much. I'm just a business coach, and I do healing spiritual work on, the other side of the token. So it's all through Heather Lynn Coaching. It's still under that facet, but it's just a submodality because I need to be able to differentiate where the income stream is coming from, because let me be real, if I can make it on my wellness side just as well as I can my coaching side, I would much rather focus 100% on that, because you guys know that I'm in the process of getting my bachelor's degree and small business entrepreneurship, and that once I'm done with that, I'm going to get my PhD in holistic integrative medicine, because I want to be able to be that one, like, yep, let me, and right now I can already intuitively feel. It's a gift I've been blessed with since I was a kid. I've always been able to feel what others need to hear. And I've always had people, when I was younger, I was like, why are these people coming to me and telling me these personal, private things? And then I'm like, as an insurance agent, that is where I got all of my life coaching experience. I'm not even kidding, because I would have people coming in and out of my office, and literally I was their coach, their counsel. I actually had some customers call me, just to tell me how much I've helped them, and the advice I gave them outside of insurance was so helpful. And I never knew why. I just was like, okay, cool. I just get along with people, and it is because it is a gift. And the more and more that I am open to my gifts and open to receive and open to give of my gifts and talents, there's a whole new opportunity just waiting to open. And I'm no longer confining myself just to being a business coach. I am a business coach, but I also am a shadow integration coach, which is what I focus on in my wellness center. I teach individuals how to cut through trauma and drama through learning, your attachment styles, breath work, meditation, cupping, myofascial release, sound frequency therapy, not only through singing bowls, which I do have, as well as binaural beats and just journaling. And I do have other shamanic modalities like release art therapy. There are a lot of things that you can do to get yourself back on the right track. Or, as a life coach, I just teach you how to push forward and how to be the best version of you by giving you tools and techniques. That's it. That's all I am. I'm just I'm just the gadget girl. I'm Gadget. Yes. Oh shit. And I love Gadget. I don't know if you guys know who Gadget is. That is exactly it. Holy shit. The gadget queen. Yes, I love it, because I have always loved trinkets and little gadgets and just little touchy things that I can touch and feel and have a lot of. All right. Okay. So for our breathwork techniques today, we're going to spice it up a little bit. We're going to just go ahead and start off with, we're going to move a little bit. Oh yeah, I've been going to the chiropractor because when I was in this accident, I had shifted my L1, L3, and L5, and I've been getting tingling sensations. Pretty much I've been getting tennis elbow. And the chiropractor has been readjusting me, and whew, and it is amazing how your body will guide you to places to help you heal. Because none of us are exempt from being fully, sometimes you got to work through stuff. So let's just go ahead and take some stretches. And what we're going to do is we're just going to slide our hands up like that and go around. If your body anatomy won't allow you to do it, don't do it. You have sovereignty. Remember that. I'm a firm believer of sovereignty. You decide whether you can do it. Okay. So let's go ahead and bring our hands down into prayer. And we're going to do a little exercise as we're setting our intention. What do you want to cultivate more of? And we're just going to rub our hands. And we're going to talk about the heat and building heat. Because today, with it being this beautiful fall day, and we're, preparing for winter's rest, and, the leaves are dying, the days are going to be getting lighter sooner. Now they're darker later. What do you want to cultivate more of? For me, is genuine, just joy. Just good old-fashioned joy. And as we're filling and rubbing our hands together, and you feel the heat building from the friction, close your eyes and pull your hands apart slowly. And just breathe and just feel. Just kind of check what you notice. For me, it feels like my hands are expanding out further, like they're out here. But they're not, because of the chi, the energy that we just created by that friction is the same energy source that we're cleansing and clearing during these practices. Have you ever heard the saying that simplicity, which is going back to the basics, is the foundation for success? Yes, simplicity. I am guilty of being the overachiever, overthinker, overorganizer, double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking, having plan A, B, and C, and D, and coming to the realization that that is too much. And this practice, chi is energy, gong is practice. This energy practice just simply allows the energy channels to flow the way they're supposed to. Because every day when we're at work, you have someone that cuts you off in the morning, and then you start going like this, and then you go around, and then all of a sudden you come back to that place and you're like this, and then this one's going round and round, and this one keeps going. Then you have something else by lunch, and all of a sudden you're like zzz, 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 zzz. Okay, this keeps the energy channels flowing fluidly. Okay, and as your energy channels are allowed to flow with fluidity, so does your emotions, your expressions, and your feelings. Okay, and it also enhances a balanced mind, body, and spirit. Okay, mind, body, spirit. This is something that we have been taught even in religion. We've been talking that mind, body, spirit is very important and is key to wholeness and wellness and richness in our life. Okay, This does not come from monetary wealth, guys. I can contest to that. Hell yes. I love money, and I love making money, and I love helping people, and I love, making money by helping people. However, if the foundation of where the source of the money is coming from is greed or fear, then little do you know, you become fearful or reflect that type of environment, which is why I got out of insurance, is because I was selling fear. And I became fearful. And everyone might not do that, okay? This is just Heather's guilty ass conscience. Like, I don't want to die with that. Betty, I sold her insurance and then it went up $2,000 the next 6 months and she's on a fixed income of $800 a month. What is Betty to do? Because we've already shifted her to a different paradigm. And yes, a pricing paradigm, or let's be real in this case, a huge ass detriment to her energy source or her life source. So, insurance is just not for Heather. So today we're going to go ahead and do some breathwork techniques. We're going to do the breath of life. And then we're going to do the breath of fire. And then we're going to do one round of Wim Hof breathing. All right. So let's get started. And then we're going to get to our Qigong. Or we'll do our Qigong first. We were talking about Qigong and the Qi and the energy. So for Qigong, this is very simple. It is so ridiculously simple that I kind of kick myself in the butt when I'm like, oh, I don't want to record it. Guess what, guys? I record it so I do it myself, so that I dedicate time, space, and love and for myself to hold my own self accountable. Yep. Put that biscuit out there. I did this with you guys because it holds me accountable. Because sometimes I need to be held accountable too. Because I'm just like, oh yeah, carrying all these 50 plates like da 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 da. Life is a balancing act. How much more can I balance my feelings and emotions? Oh, I just blew a gasket. I get that way. I get that way too. Okay, so with these, let's go ahead and get started. And I thought that was pretty cool. I kind of felt like that lady that was balancing shit on her head. Okay, let me not do this right now. I am whole ass doing this right now. What else do I got? I got my vape. Boink. Let's see if I can put this on there. Oh shit. Nope. Ah! All right. Okay. We're going to go ahead and start with breathing in through our nose, and we're going to breathe out through our mouth, and we are going to purse our lips. Basically, it's going to be like, or, okay, however you want to do it. All right, so breathing in. And I always feel kind of like lightheaded, like I just always feel really good after these. All right, so the next one we're doing is the breath of fire. We're just going to continue to keep on going because, as I told you guys, we are going to start building up steam and start basically learning how to use our lungs and our diaphragm and to be able to magnetize our solar plexus. Woo! Yeah, and I was just playing around. I'm not playing around. This is the upper solar plexus. Okay, so we're going to be breathing in and out through our nose. Shallow breath in and kind of like forceful breath out. We're going to do it for 30 seconds. So we're going to start in 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Breathe in. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And isn't it funny? My cat always comes down when I start our breathwork techniques. Hi, Tiggy. Are you going to say hi to everyone? Say hi. Say hi, everyone. Did you know they said that, I just read it last night, that cats purring, I think it's for the sacral, not the solar plexus, but it's for the sacral. I think that their vibration, and you know, don't quote me as being fact or whatever. I'll find what it was, but they say that the frequency of the cat's purr will balance this particular chakra. Pretty badass, huh? All right, so let's go ahead and start with the Wim Hof breathing. So remember, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in and out. We're going to breathe in through our nose, out through our mouth, kind of like an ocean breathing, like remember, we're going to watch the tension in our shoulders. We do not want to create tension here. Okay, now on the 30th breath in, we are going to basically breathe all the way out to about 90%. Then we're going to breathe in, and then we're going to hold as long as we can. Now, some of the symptoms, maybe you might start seeing stars. You might, don't get it to where you're going to pass out or anything. Remember, you have sovereignty. Don't do anything that is wrong to your body. And, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with, you know, holding your breath to the full capacity to where you would do that. But that is not the lesson here. All right. That's not the lesson here. The lesson here is to teach our lungs these breathwork techniques so that it works in sync with our body. So that as we're going through these seasons and going and weathering our emotions and, you know, everything that we are here to do, you know, it just reminds us that we are strong, we are balanced, and we have tools and resources to keep us in this state so that we're not constantly making decisions out of the emotional body. I used to be highly emotional. One of the biggest lessons I had to learn during the experience of my awakening is how to calm my emotional state. So let's get started with this Wim Hof breathing, and we're going to breathe in starting now. Remember, jaws loose, tongue away from the roof of the mouth. My nose is already starting to burn. It's getting the stagnated energy out. 5 more breaths. Breathe in. Exhale to 90%. 90%. Breathe in. Hold. I include the or the tapping, tapping the acupressure points, because that also releases additional energy. All right, Qigong, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and clap our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, that breath work sequence was pretty good, y'all, because I am feeling it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Modification. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Moving to the elbow creases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'll tell you what, guys, bare skin is the best way to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I believe the answer is we all have a lot of healing energy in our hands. Okay, like you hit yourself on the toe and you're like, oh, and you put your hands on it. You are giving yourself self-love of self-healing. And, those emotional triggers saying, it's going to be okay. It hurts, All right. So feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, round 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Woo! All right, guys, that was a pretty good little routine today. Yes, I am feeling fresh to death, ready to go conquer my day. You guys, it's 11/2/22, 11/2/22, and it's 10:55 as we are finished. 10:10. We started at 10:10. Completions. Much love and light, guys. I hope you guys enjoy my little bit of comedy and my uniqueness. I hope you guys enjoyed the tea leaf fortune card tarots. And remember, if y'all want that annual reading, your fortune read for the next 14 months, DM me. I'm available. Much love and light. Have a great day. Bye.
That healing could feel this transformative. Join us in Colorado for a retreat unlike any other. Join us from June 6th to 9th at the Sacred Kingdom, Colorado Holistic Retreat, nestled near Fort Collins. Imagine immersing yourself in nature, surrounded by breathtaking scenery and connecting with a community of like-minded souls. Led by Marcus Crystallite of Sacred Light, Heather Lynn of Heart Alchemy Wellness, our retreat offers a unique blend of quantum healing modalities designed to elevate your mind, body, and spirit. Experience the profound effects of quantum hypnosis, where you'll unlock hidden potentials and release deep-seated emotions. Dive into the soothing waves of sound healing, allowing vibrations to wash over you and restore your inner harmony. Engage in guided meditations that will ground you in the present moment and reconnect you with your true self. And that's not all. You'll enjoy nourishing vegetarian and vegan meals, sip on cacao and reishi coffee, and hike through the picturesque landscape. It's not just a retreat, it's a journey to wholeness. Whether you're a seasoned wellness seeker or new to holistic practices, this retreat welcomes you with open arms. Don't miss out on this extraordinary opportunity to heal, grow, and reconnect. Scan the QR code on the flyer to start your registration, or text Marcus Crystallite at 513-238-5580 for more information. Transform your life and embrace the journey at the Sacred Kingdom, Colorado Holistic Retreat. Your path to healing starts here.